Really appreciate you coming out here supporting our K-9 unit, our K-9 teams, and we hope you enjoy. We've got several events planned for you. Take a look how our dogs operate. I want to introduce and thank our sponsors, organizations that we work with a lot for the K-9 unit, and that's Samantha's Cats and Dogs. That's where we get our food supply. The 10 Acre Pet Care Center, they will house our dogs there. Bark and Wash, I think Greg and Kelly are out here. Obviously, I think they wash the dogs. Alameda East Vet Hospital, and then we've got a number of other units here from the police department. I see a lot of off-duty officers out here, some of our retirees. And if you notice back here is our the big vehicle in the back. That is our Bear. Bear is the ballistically engineered armored rescue vehicle. So it's not a tank. My name's Tom Wilkes. I'm a lieutenant. I'm the commanding officer of the Operations Support Section. Operations Support Section is where the dogs work out of. So they're one of the 2 units in Operations Support. The other one is the SWAT team, and they're out here with us supporting this presentation with the Bear and some of the activities, because our K-9 and SWAT work together quite a bit. And I'm going to introduce our dogs. I think they'll parade down here. This is our dog. Our first dog team is Officer Dave Ekstrom and K-9 Flash. Officer Ekstrom has been in the K-9 unit since 2011. He's been with the police department since 2006. Prior to that, he was a bomb dog handler with the United States Air Force. Our next dog and handler team is Officer Joe Sullivan and our K-9 Marco. Officer Sullivan has been in the K-9 unit since 2013, has been an officer with the police department since 2007. He's actually a second-generation member of the police department. I saw his dad out here somewhere. Our next K-9 team, Officer Tasha Fazio and K-9 Bandit. Officer Fazio has been with the K-9 unit since 2014. She's been with the police department various assignments since 2005. Our next K-9 team, Officer Jeff Marsich and K-9 Flex. Officer Marsich has been with the K-9 unit since 2014. Has been with the police department since 2006. K-9 Flex was named in honor of Marine K-9 handler David Sanka and his dog Flex. Both lost their lives in service to our country in May of 2013. Our next K-9 team is Officer Bob Day and K-9 Diesel. Officer Day has been working with Police K-9 for 14 years, and he's been on the police department for 28 years, so half of his career has been with our K-9 teams. And I was told to introduce this dog and his handler last. I think the word bonehead was used. So
the dog or the
handler? I didn't want to specify just the dog. And this is our newest dog, newest K-9 handling team. This is the sergeant for the unit, Sergeant Brandon Samuels, and his K-9 Deuce. Deuce has just arrived in the last week to our unit, so he's brand new for us. And but Sergeant Samuel's been in charge of the unit for about a year. He's been with the police department since 2003. So this is our K-9 unit for the city of Aurora. So our first demonstration is going to be on obedience. So Officer Fazio and K-9 Bandit will demonstrate obedience. And obedience is the foundation for all the remaining training that the K-9s go through.
knock me over.
I don't like the way
Not
he's
very
looking
much
at me.
obedient, is it? Flat.
Just run.
No? Maybe. Sit.
I'm going to do a obedience demonstration with our SWAT team. That's just not going to happen. Yeah. I can see how that's not going to work. Our next demonstration is going to be detection. Officer Marsich and K-9 Flex are our bomb detail. So then you will go out and check areas prior to a VIP visit or a significant event going on. It will check the area, sniff the area, make sure that there's no bomb or suspicious devices in the area. Area's going to check a vehicle and see if there's anything that the dog will hit on. The dog will not scratch at something when he finds it. He'll just sit, because scratching and moving a bomb is probably not a good idea. And the dog will get a reward. The rubber ball will be that. We've got another one for Jeff that we throw and he can chase that. I'm sorry? This demonstration is going to be for detaining. Officer Ekstrom and K-9 Flash will show how we detain, we'll show a detaining exercise. And after this, any volunteers? Yeah. Well, let's watch it first. Then we'll ask for volunteers. Boy.
Hey!
You notice the dog went on his handler's command to make that hit.
Move!
Detaining means the dog will locate a suspect, as we were just showing you, and as long as the suspect does not move, the dog will lie down, remain still, keep an eye on the suspect. If the suspect does something silly and decides to move, or does not listen to the officers of the K-9, or the orders from the K-9 officer, the K-9 officer can override command and the dog will engage the suspect. When you heard the order is to hit. Canines are very protective of their handlers, and I don't think it's a good idea to try to fight with a dog handler. Officer Bob Day, K-9 Diesel will conduct a traffic stop where Billy the bad guy is the driver and is wanted on a felony charge and will not come out of his vehicle. That's Billy.
Not getting out. Come get me. I'm not getting out. I'm not getting out.
That's why you gotta crack the window.
He is okay. The dog was on a muzzle. We weren't going to let Billy get that bit. And obviously, this would be a serious situation, not just your normal running a traffic light or something. Before we would turn a dog loose when somebody in a situation like this. So we have to have a specific level of criminal activity before we'll turn a dog loose. Are the dogs donated? We have offers sometimes for dogs to be donated. Dogs cost us anywhere from $8,500 to $12,000 a piece. That's just to get it from the handler. We just picked up 2 dogs this week. It was an expensive week for my dog budget. But we use handlers out of state for most of the time. But those we think we picked up 2 really good dogs. Canines are asked to do a lot of work with a lot of different agencies in the department. Here, Officer Sullivan is dressed like he does every weekend in an area that has had women's purses stolen.
Alright, that guy, you're free to go, sorry. Have a nice day. Hey.
Alright, so the question was, how do we name the dogs? And the answer is they all come named. Some of us choose to keep the name that they came with, and then some of the people have opted to change their name. A lot of it's interests, hobbies, stuff like that. So we do have the freedom, as long as it's approved by the bosses, to rename the dogs. And some of us didn't want the pressure of picking out a cool name, so we just kept the name that they had when we purchased them. And what I will say, it's things like this that we have never had the Aurora Police Department have either been donated or they have been purchased by donations from the citizens of this community. And I'm very proud of that, and I thank you very much. And all 6, and soon to be 7 of our vests will be purchased from donated money to the K-9 unit. So thank you all for your support.
Like I said, our K-9 and SWAT are in the operations support section. So they're under the same command, and they work with a lot of the units that are in our Special Operations Bureau. And that would include our narcotics teams, our fugitive teams, and they work a lot with those units. So they have to train a lot with those units. And in this scenario, I will warn you, we will have some gunfire in this scenario. So it's going to be loud, but we have, the weapons have been safety checked. Gosh, I hope. Everything should work out okay. We're going to simulate a takedown with K-9 working with SWAT. So in this demonstration, Billy Bad Guy is armed with a weapon, and he's refusing to put the weapon down. So let's see what happens, and you might want to put your fingers in your ears, because it's going to be loud.
Police officer, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Get away from me.
Stop what you're doing.
Go away.
Drop the gun.
Go away.
Police department.
From me.
Drop the gun.
All right, so what we were demonstrating there is the use of 2 less lethal weapons. One of that was the shotgun round, which was a beanbag round, which you use to stun a disoriented person, and then the K-9s are used as well to help us take them into control. This is actually a safer way of dealing with people who are armed, refusing to obey commands, present a danger to themselves and to the office. There you go. This is a rather infrequent event, but on the piece we use it has a lot of injury for the suspects and the officers involved. So thank you, Billy Bad Guy. You guys want to see that again?
I don't like mics and stuff. We want to bring out Joe. Joe and his staff here at Chili's have been extremely good to us. As you heard, part of our reality is we need help with fundraisers and we need help to get what we need for the dogs and our equipment. And Joe and his crew here have stepped up huge. So we've got a little plaque for Joe and everybody here at Chili's. Thank you, bud. We couldn't do it without you.
Thank you guys. So the dog came out the window? Mine was when he jumped in the window. That one was pretty cool. Did you see that?
Yeah, in the window he jumped.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Thanks for coming out today.